Hello, and welcome to another transmission from the Land of 10,000 Streams Online Music Festival. It's a free 3 day fest that's taking place April 24th through the 26th at landof10kstreams.com, sponsored by our good friends at Minnesota Public Radio, The Current. My name is Anthony Ehrig. I'm a performer at the festival as well as a co host of a new streaming show on Facebook called Back Catalog Listening Party, where we celebrate the pre-recorded music of artists. Another way to try to help them out. And for this live streaming festival, we've got a great lineup, and we're very lucky today to have a special guest, one of the headliners of the festival, Mr. Charlie Parr. Welcome, Charlie.
Thank you. Thanks for having me, Anthony. I appreciate it.
So good to see you. Are you at home in Duluth now, right now?
I am. I've been here since the end of March when I pulled up off the road for the shelter in place, and been here with my teenagers, and that's it.
Living the quarantine dream.
Yeah.
It does kind of feel like a surreal dream, doesn't it? I wake up sometimes and I'm like, wait a minute, I'm still here. Well, this festival, Land of 10K Streams, it's going to be covering lots of different genres. There's going to be people tuning in from all over the world that are coming from different styles of music. And so, for all of those who don't know you and your music, could you just give a brief kind of 50,000 foot overview of your music career and where you are today?
Sure. I guess I think of myself as a folk singer. I write songs kind of based loosely in that folk storytelling tradition. Um, my guitar playing kind of tends towards more folk blues, rural blues than anything else. But that's basically what I've been doing now for, geez, I haven't had a job in going on 20 years. So this I've just been kind of uh, you know bumming around the country and the world and these songs that I write and some old folk songs and I'm grateful to be here doing it.
Awesome. Well, we're grateful to have you here doing the live streaming thing. I know you're primarily an analog style musician. Your music, your aesthetic, all of that. So this whole new world order has to be a bit of a I don't know, kind of a shakeup for you. And I'm just curious how it's going for you so far, the
um,
streaming side of things.
yeah, no, it's going fine. I mean, like you say, I'm not. This isn't something I'm really used to or very good at. I've been doing my best to kind of catch up. I don't have a lot of technology around. I've got this phone, and that's kind of what I have. And so I've been making do with that. I feel like I feel happy and grateful that can still get to perform in some capacity.
Yeah.
That this is here to have. But yeah, it's definitely different. It's not something that I'd probably you know choose, but
No.
in these circumstances, I feel lucky to have this anyway. That I can still get to play for people and interact with folks in some context.
There is something about this live thing that's just, it's different. It's something that's new for a lot of us, and I have noticed there are some nice things. At least people come together and chat with each other and can
Yeah.
heckle you. They can still request Freebird and all that kind of stuff.
Well, exactly. I mean, it does kind of, the world is kind of slightly smaller right now because it's all here in my little room with me. And I did a live stream festival, Dust Bowl Revival put on just last night. And it was great. I watched the festival, and then it was my turn. I pushed a button and I played my set and then watched the festival some more. And the comments were coming from all over the world, and it was nice. It was not the same, but it was still nice, and it was nice to see people. All the kindness and all the kind of support that people have been pouring out has been really amazing.
Yeah, and that, I think that is one of those kind of weird silver linings is the way that it's brought people together, and musicians in particular are, those of us who make money playing in front of people, like our business model was completely just tanked. And a lot of us have come up with new ways to tackle that. And I noticed that you have quite a successful GoFundMe campaign, kind of geared towards what's called a live streaming tour. Can you talk about that at all?
Yeah, I've been pretty lucky. My manager Mark set that up, and then we did, just before the shelter in place order came along, we did a live stream video from Duluth Cider, which is closed, but they were kind enough to let us use their stage and their resources so we could put together, a live stream concert that looks and sounds nice instead of me and my phone in my room. And it went really well, and a lot of people tuned in for it, and a lot of people were very generous and put money in that GoFundMe. And it's been, right now it's all kind of going for, you know teenager food and housing bills and
Yeah.
stuff like that, which is amazing, and I'm super grateful for that. It's good.
Well, that it's exciting to think that we'll be able to catch some more of your shows here during this time, thanks to all that generosity. Now, another thing I noticed when I was perusing your website was that you just released a new EP just this month called Folk Songs. Was this pre-planned, or is this kind of something you decided to push out given the circumstances?
This is not planned at all, and
Right.
it's not a new release.
Oh, it's not. I'm sorry. On the
It's
thing
not
it
even a
said
new release.
March 2020,
It
so
it
I.
was Yep. It was just released. It was actually recorded in 2006, I think,
Oh, wow.
and put away because it was music that I had done for another project that never got off the ground. It was it was a project revolving around the Harry Smith Anthology of American Folk Music, of which
Nice.
I'm massive fan.
Right, right.
And so I recorded all these songs and some that aren't on the anthology, and then it just kind of got put away, and I forgot about it. And then my friend Ryan, who lives in Madison, and he's the one who maintains that website, uh, reminded me about these songs been laying around for a long time, and they've been well recorded and kind of just sitting there. And he said this might be a good time to assemble those and just put them out. And so I listened to them again. I thought, I'm not unhappy with that. The performances don't seem too terrible. So, and they're all songs that I still play. They're all songs that I still have a great deal of love for. So there they are. It's.
Well, I took them for a spin. I thought they sounded fantastic. And for
Thank
those
you.
of you that want to listen for yourself, Charlie has that up at bandcamp.com. You can search for Charlie Parr, and you can find all your releases. It looked like were available there, most of them.
Most of them, yeah, everything but the very recent ones that are connected to a record label.
Yeah, so if you're looking for other ways to support artists, they've already put a lot of time and effort making these records, and they sound so much better if you get the full resolution, folks. So I'm just saying. And
True.
speaking of full resolution, well, as full resolution we can do with live
Right.
streaming, I understand you have a little bit of resophonic technology um, with you right now, and would be willing to play a song for us.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'd be super happy to.
That'd be awesome. Um,
Okay. Have I lived my whole life for it to come down to this? Remember me if I forget. When I was young, we looked after our folks. Remember me if I forget. Is it too much to ask to repay you owe? Remember me if I forget. Our grandparents told us we'd reap just what we sow. Remember me if I forget. When I was young, we looked after our folks. Remember me if I forget. Now we're in the way, we're both too young, too old. Remember me if I forget. And our story is long, you only hear what you want. me if I forget. I worked for my living, I didn't follow my dream. Remember me if I forget. Have I lived my whole life for it to come down to this? Remember me if I forget. When I was young, we looked after our folks. Remember me if I forget. Is it too much to ask to repay what you owe? Remember me if I forget. My grandparents told us we'd reap just what we sow. Remember me if I forget. Have I lived my whole life for it to come down to this? Remember me if I forget. My eyesight is sharp, but I don't know your face. Remember me if I forget. Remember me if I forget. Remember me.
Awesome. Fantastic. For those of you just tuning in, that is Charlie Parr, one of the headliners of the Land of 10,000 Streams Music Festival, taking place April 24th through 26th at landof10kstreams.com. Charlie's set, he's closing out the whole festival on the virtual main stage, 9:30 p.m. on Sunday, April 26th. And you can find that show right on landof10kstreams.com, that website. And on that website, not only will you be able to watch Charlie perform, but there'll be buttons there for you to throw a little something into his tip jar. He's got links to his GoFundMe campaign, and links to some other things that you could do. So Charlie, thanks so much for taking the time and hanging out with us today.
It's a huge pleasure. Thanks for having me, Anthony. I appreciate it. It's good to see you.
Yeah, it's good to see you as well, and I can't wait for your set next Sunday. So for all of us here at the Land of 10,000 Streams Festival, we look forward to seeing you next Friday for the kickoff of the festival. Take care.